right, everyone. I am Shannon Ballman Theis, the payroll queen, and today we are going to take a look at the W-4 equivalent instructions for Michigan. Line 5, if you click yes, you must enter your hire date. To me, that is pretty self-explanatory. 6, personal and dependency exemptions. The number of exemptions claimed here may not exceed the number of exemptions you are entitled to claim on a Michigan independent income tax return, Form MI 1040. Dependents include qualified children and qualifying relatives under the Internal Revenue Code. Even if your adjusted gross income exceeds the limit to claim federal tax credits for them. Do not claim the same exemptions more than once, or tax will be under withheld. Specifically, do not claim your personal exemption if someone else will claim you as their dependent. Your personal exemption if you have one or more employer at a time. Your spouse's personal exemption if they claim it with their employer, your dependency exemptions if someone else, for example, your spouse, is claiming them with their employer. And line 7, you must designate additional withholding if you expect to owe more than the amount withheld. Line 8A, you may claim exemption from Michigan income tax withholding if all of the following conditions are met. 1, your employment is intermittent, temporary, or less than full-time. 2, your personal and dependency exemptions exceed your annual taxable compensation. 3, you claimed exemption from federal withholding. And 4, you do not incur a Michigan income tax liability for the previous years. Line 8B. Reasons wages might be exempt from withholding include you're a non-resident spouse of military personnel stationed in Michigan. You are a resident of one of the following reciprocal states while working in Michigan: Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Minnesota, Ohio, or Wisconsin. You are a member of a Native American tribe that has a tax agreement with the state of Michigan and whose principal place of residence is within the designated agreement area. Or you are an enrolled member of a federally recognized tribe that does not have a tax agreement with the state of Michigan. You reside within that tribe's Indian country as defined in 18 USC 1151, and compensation from this job will be earned within that Indian county. Line 8C, for questions about Renaissance zones, contact your local assessor's office. Well, darn, I was hoping that they would talk a little bit about what the Renaissance zones are, but it does sound like if you are questioning if you're in a Renaissance zone, you will have to contact your local tax assessor's office in order to determine if you are in a Renaissance zone. So again, the standard stuff that I see on most state equivalent W-4s is the Social Security number, your name, your address, your city, state, and zip code, and the number of personal and dependent exemptions, and the amount if you want extra withheld, and 8 if you claim exemption. But what the state of Michigan has added, which is nice, is the date of birth, because a lot of payroll software now requires the date of birth to be input. A driver's license or state ID, I'm still not entirely sure why that's a required field on the Michigan exemption certificate, but I digress. I don't have to understand it. And what's really nice is if you're a new employee, if you mark yes, then you enter the month, the date, and the year that of your hire. And if no, it looks like you just leave it blank. Because there's a lot of reasons that you would be filling out a new Michigan W-4 and not be a new hire is if any of your dependency, personal and dependency exemptions change, if you want to change the additional amount withheld, or if your address changes. A lot of times, for our payroll clients, the only way that we'll accept a new address is if they fill out a new packet of W-4s. And that's not standard, but it is what we do because it doesn't hurt to revisit your W-4 when you have a major life change.